All right. Yeah. So, Don was just giving us a bit of, or me mostly, a bit of shit earlier. And yeah, we've been talking and we had a good time down there. It was really fun. Like we went down and it was awesome. We had so much food. It was awesome.
It was some
Deb's potato
phenomenal food.
salad. Did I tell you, Chris, that like him? Yeah, he's fucking doing the thing again. Yeah,
Technology.
he's fucking doing the thing. He's cutting off his fucking whatever. But no, him and Deb sent me some potato salad
What? That's
in it.
awesome.
Yeah, in a like refrigerated box and everything, and I
That's
ate
so
the
cool.
whole thing. Fucking
Yeah. It was good.
yeah.
That what was it the chicken fried steak? Was that what it was?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was like hands down some of the best chicken I've ever had in my life.
I had two of
It
those, and I
wasn't
was like,
chicken; it was steak.
What the steak?
no, it was no. He said chicken fried steak
Yeah, that's what it was.
or country fried steak.
What calling it chicken?
Chicken fried steak, country
You
fried
said,
steak.
Chris, you
Fuck.
said it was the best chicken you ever ate.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he
Yeah, 'cause
did.
wasn't it a chicken?
You-
But it was. Fuck me.
No.
You know what? I'm too retarded for this.
It was
Y'all
it
be
was
nice.
it was chicken fried steak, and so there were steaks. That's why I had two of them, and a good Jesus Christ, Don.
Gotta check out those sexy singles in his area. All right.
he probably helped develop the app for that shit.
Fuck, I would.
Don, you gotta stay on with us. Like you keep.
Well,
you keep
I'm trying to go to your cast. Okay, I think
I said we're gonna read you the fucking comments. You gotta just trust us. Okay.
Actually,
You
probably
can't,
good
you
if
can't
he's not
switch
trusting
back
us
and
this
forth.
way.
you know I'm almost 80 years old now.
Oh, you are? I thought you were like 100.
He was so nice.
Oh.
On the day.
Well,
of
you're
his
only
birth.
80. You got some time left.
Yeah, it's true.
Tell you what, we just had some hell of some storm come through here.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, the hail. So you said 3/4 of an inch, like golf ball size, basically?
Yeah, we had 80-mile-an-hour winds through here.
Yeah.
We had some limbs down, but no trees this time, thank goodness.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like I was telling you on the phone yesterday or the day before, like there's been a lot of micro storms
Yeah,
that burst around the
microburst.
country. Yeah. We had one the other day. I was sitting there talking to my buddy Jake, who I was in Iraq with, and we were just talking, just bullshitting about whatever. And a fucking storm came, and I was like, "Oh, the sky is green. Okay, that's
Oh, that's
interesting."
not good.
No, and I'm like,
No.
"Okay, the
Not
sky's
good.
green," and I'm like looking up, and all of a sudden, just the trees are horizontal,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Shit!" And then the other, I think it was this. This was 2 days ago. I was walking outside. I just went. My garage and my house are like 15 feet apart, right? And I walked out. I let the dog out, and he didn't want to go outside. I said, "Hey, go outside and go potty. Go fucking do your thing, right?" And so I walk outside and I go to start like getting shit organized in the garage. I go out there. I try to do everything, or I try to do something every day to organize the garage and everything like that. I'm walking out there within that 15 feet. The sky is green again, and all of a sudden, marble-sized hail just fucking boom on me, and I'm like, "Ow, fuck!" So I run into the garage, and the dog is sitting up on the deck, and I'm like, "Come on, get over here, because you're gonna get hit." He runs in with me, and we're sitting there, and I'm just like, "What the fuck just happened?" And it hails for about 5-10 minutes, and then it's gone, and it's sunny out.
Yeah.
I was like, "What are we doing here?"
I remember my first hailstorm, man. I was probably about 12 years old, and my friend and I were out fishing in this pond out in the country, and all of a sudden there was a huge splash in the middle of the pond, and we thought, oh, big fish. And then there was another one, and there was another one. And all of a sudden we, it started hitting us, and we couldn't figure out what the hell it was, but we started running for some trees trying to get some cover.
Yep.
And he got hit in the mouth, got 2 teeth knocked out.
Ooh, fuck.
I mean, and there was like 2-inch hailstones all over the ground.
Oh,
That was my first introduction, and I said, "Man, that's bad shit."
that shit's terrible. Hail is like, Chris, when have you had hail like drop on you in like without shelter?
I actually haven't. I've been pretty lucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get out there and try.
I'm a recluse, so I stay in
No,
my house in the program.
I know where you grew up, and it's like not that far from me. And like, you have never been hit with hail?
No, generally I was always inside.
Huh?
Maybe on a run, like, but it wasn't like not like you guys are talking about, like
It's probably
2-inch. It might have been like maybe a quarter of an inch. Like I don't remember it, but I remember running around my neighborhood, and there was green skies, like indicating shit storm, but like I don't remember shit.
Yeah, it's hail hurts bad. There was a thing a while back. I can't find the article right now. Like I've been trying to find it for the past few days, but like so in like the Himalayas, they found like a group of like 14 people or something like that just dead. And they're like, how the fuck did they die? There's no arrow wounds, there's no spear, no weapon wounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they looked at their skulls and they had like perfectly sized like 2-inch, 3-inch hailstones, like the perfect size through their skulls. So these people are walking out in the middle of nowhere and they got caught in a hailstorm and they had nothing to like put over their heads and they got killed. And it's like, Jesus, man.
That's scary.
But,
well, usually a hailstorm is a precursor to a tornado.
Well, they usually go hand in hand. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, you gotta be paying attention when you get in that.
Well,
and we know down here when it gets dead still, and then you have some hail. I mean, you better.
You're fucked at that point.
Just kiss your ass goodbye.
I was in Florida a few weeks ago for a conference and fucking had extreme flooding. So like our resort started to flood, and then a fucking tornado warning happened like for the tornado coming through like the resort strip. I'm like, this is just how I die. Like either I fucking drown to death and fucking die by a fucking alligator, or I get sucked off by a twister.
Well, you could be picked up by a twister and thrown into a pond with an alligator. So.
That
probably would happen. I'd just be like, fuck you and end the ride that you.
Yeah, with your luck, like that's how you would go out. Yeah. That's how you would go out, Chris. Like with your luck, but yeah, it's like again, like Don, we were talking about, like you guys down south get the big fuckers.
Yeah,
that like they're just on the ground forever and they're huge. Like they just had in
like the superstorms, like the
Oklahoma
E4s and
and shit. Yeah. Well, they just had the first confirmed EF5 tornado in Iowa.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Wait, what? When?
Like a week ago.
I don't watch the news, so like I don't keep up with any of this shit.
Oh, dude, I'm a weather geek. I'm a fucking I watch this shit and I'm But
so what's going on down here before I do.
The what?
You know what's going on down here before I do.
Yeah, that's why I said, hey, watch out. You're gonna get storms today. You're like, yeah, we're watching the radar. I'm like, good. So no, this fucking it was an EF5 and it went through like Nebraska, Kansas, that like northwestern northeastern area of that, and then it went to Iowa and it completely fucking leveled a small town.
Oh yeah.
228 mile an hour winds.
Yep.
I mean, that's fucked. That even for a hurricane.
Unless you're underground, you ain't got a prayer.
You're done.
And I've been talking to Deb here recently about, I'm thinking about getting a storm shelter put out here. I really don't know why, because I've lived this many years without it. And I guess the older I get, the more frightened I get of this shit. It got more sense.
That's it. Like, and so, if you get a storm shelter, it's not a bad idea because you can bring you and the dogs, all the animals.
We've had to do that several times. We've had to round up all the cats and dogs and get in the inside closet here.
Yeah.
2 years ago, we had a tornado come through here and took out several trees, and we had over $100,000 in damages here, man.
Yeah.
I think too why they're so scary is because, like, you know, like with other things like a hurricane or flooding, like it affects everybody around you. But like a tornado can just be personal. Like, you know what? Fuck Dave. Dave, your house is gone. And then just like not affect anything else. I'm like,
right.
Fuck me, I guess.
And you know, the crazy thing about it is that, you know, we've known the tornadoes down here being 2 and 3 miles wide.
Yep.
Yeah.
And going for 50 miles, you know.
Yep.
And you say, oh God. Power is just awesome.
Yeah, and they just had a mile wide one in Oklahoma a couple days ago, and it was going up north to Kansas, like for Coffeyville and shit like that. And it was an EF3 the last time I saw what the rating was. That's a powerful tornado. Like that's
sure is.
You're fucked. But like the EF5 in Iowa, like it's the first time in 14 or 12 years rather, or 13 years, something like that.
April 30th. Oh no, there's like been 2 possible EF5s in the last month.
What's the second one?
The first one was in Iowa.
Yep.
And the second one was April 30th in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, yeah.
No pun intended. Okay.
But, you know,
Oklahoma.
Mike, yesterday when we had that storm come through, it was like 80-mile-an-hour straight line winds, and it took out 8 telephone poles on the road and took the lines down.
Right, straight line winds suck.
Oh man,
they're freaking.
We had those. What was it? Early 2000s. There was that straight line windstorm that like blew through our area. And that
there was an EF3 that got down in Siren.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the straight line winds that went through our hometown.
That was 20.
This was like early 2000s because I remember this because it took the roof off our barn, off of our garage, and my grandpa was still alive. You might not have been in Osceola or our hometown.
No, I wasn't at that point because I was. That one might have been the year that we got the RFD from that fucking tornado that dropped down east of us, where I was living.
Yeah, that might have been it. But I know it was just heavy winds that like
it was like
went to our side.
Toothpicks, just fucking trees, just toothpicks. And then I remember I was doing a tree service in 2011 and 2012 with a guy that I knew, and it was just he and I, or maybe another person if we needed help. But 2011, there was a huge straight line windstorm that just leveled everything, like up by Danbury, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
I mean, leveled fucking everything, and they were. So Danbury's got a lot of cabins up there. People from the Twin Cities have cabins up there, and
also like wedding venues too.
Yes, exactly.
Wedding, so the cabin wedding venues.
Yep. And so we would go up and we would talk to people who here's their cabin roof, right? And here's the fucking tree, the 150-year-old oak.
Oh right yeah.
There. And they were like, we need to get this thing away from our cabin, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We would do that. It was a lot of work and we did it, but like they're like, the insurance will pay for it. Name your price. And so we did, and it was awesome. A lot of fucking physical work, but we made bank.
That's unusual, Colt. Normally your insurance on disposable trees, unless it's sitting on the house.
They would get insurance for the damage that was already done to their house, and then they would use that to get the tree the fuck off of it. And then other tree services that had a lot more overhead and shit would come and quote them, we'll just use a rough example. $2,000 to take that tree down. We would say $750.
Oh yeah.
And they'd be like, do it now, pay you cash.
Yeah.
And that was back in the day. And then we worked for it, but we made so much money off of that shit.
Yeah.
Because the checks had mainly already been cut at that point. And then they were just like, yeah.
We had that tornado come through here a few years ago I was telling you about. we had some quotes on people coming to taking down the trees and cleaning up around here, and we had probably 12, 15 trees, big trees,
Yeah.
that were literally twisted in two halfway up and on the ground and everywhere, and they wanted $15,000 to clean that up.
What?
Yeah.
15,000?
And we said, well, we're going to call somebody else. We're going to call somebody else. They wanted 17,000, and so Deb and I got the old tractor out and the chains and chainsaw, and we rope thing, and we'll drag it down, then we'll cut it up, and we did every bit of it. We weren't going to pay that kind of money. That's bullshit.
15,000?
15,000, man, and they get it. I mean, they get it because it's
and that's the thing is that's why like my buddy, or not my buddy, but like the guy I was working for, he just put flyers out like independent tree service, blah blah blah, whatever. He had an LLC, with insurance and shit. And we would show up, and these people would be like, "Oh, $750 to get that off my fucking cabin right now. How long is it going to take? 3 hours. Do it. Cash." Yep. And I guess now I understand. 15,000 for a couple trees down. Jesus Christ.
Wasn't a couple. It was like 15 trees. I mean,
still 1,000 a tree for fuck's sake.
It took us, I guess, 2 weeks to get everything done, and it was real lucky because the big trunk of the trees and the big limbs and everything we'd stacked on one side, and then the brush and crap we burned off. But there was we had like 5 stacks of wood that were 4 feet long, and the smallest on them was 10 inches, and they were about 30 feet long. We had them stacked up cords
Did you
of it
sell
out
them?
there. Well, we just wanted to get rid of them because they're not worth anything. But anyway, this guy came out and said, "Yeah, boy, he'll take them." And he and his wife came out, and they made about 10 loads of this big dump trailer to get it out of there. And because they cook with it, they heat with it.
Yeah.
They don't have any utilities in their house. And I said, "Okay, take it." And he said, "Well, how much you want for it?" And I said, "Just get it off my property." And he did.
Fair. Yep.
Yeah.
Fair. That's I thought it was like a company that was coming over and picking it up, but like no, if it's a person that's going to use it, that's a different story. And
absolutely.
Because what you just said, if you were to buy that for because like when I was a kid and growing up and shit, like my parents heated with wood, so we get the 8-foot logs, and then we would cut them and split them by hand every year. I'd have to split them, which is fun. Not. And that would cost, for what you're saying, that would probably cost about $10,000.
Yeah.
But like, again, how are you going to get it off your property?
Yeah.
And if somebody can use it and they're not going to be reselling it, there you go.
If we tried to burn all that off, we'd still be burning.
Oh yeah. No, that's good that you gave it to somebody that like actually used it though.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But need yourself a hydraulic splitter. Yes, we did. One of the people just commented. Yes, we did, and then we were not in that position financially to have one. So I literally took a freaking splitting maul with a wedge, and I would hand split the wood every fucking year.
A good training for you.
It was, and then, man, it sucked though. It really sucked.
You know what hard labor is, don't you?
I do. I've done it, yeah. And Rocky Mountain or Devon, people are offering to get the brush from the Drift Mayor for $700. Devon, do you want to come on? Yeah. It's Don, I told you about Devon, right? You've seen him on. He's our Canadian friend.
Our Canuck.
Used to be Canadian. Moved here and for various reasons because
hiding from the law.
Probably. But Yeah, no. So as far as the wood service and all that shit, so the tornado came through. They were going to charge you 15,000 for 15 trees.
Yep.
They're charging me $1,500 for the dead elm I have out in front to cut it down, take it out, and grind the stump below the ground.
Okay, well, here's the thing with that is because of where you live.
That's fair. You can't just drop it anywhere. Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't, and they're gonna have to go up and they're gonna have to climb up on the top of the fucking thing and lop it off little by little.
They might be able to directionally fell it into the yard and across the driveway.
Then you got to get rid of the stump.
Yeah, so that's part of the quote too.
Did I tell you I bought a stump grinder for my tractor?
No, you didn't.
It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, man, it grinds the shit out of these.
No,
stumps,
yeah,
man.
that's what we did. Is we also did like with the tree service comes stump grinding, right?
Yeah.
And we would have the stump grinder, like the handheld one, not the fucking one on the tractor, but like I mean, because that is very important. Like when you're getting rid of a tree, you have to do that. And we would go down to these places and we would just grind stuff. We had to like call 811 and then get all the shit, fucking where the power lines and the gas lines and all that shit are. But like so we'd call that, and then we would stump grind, and we did a lot of very like suburban, like residential areas. And I mean, again, tough fucking work. It really is. It's a lot of physical work.
Yeah.
And we would do that. And there was once I remember there was this this chick. She was from Estonia, right?
Really?
Yeah, and she owned her own place, and had a roommate who was whatever. And then we got done grinding the stumps and like, okay, whatever else you want done, blah blah blah. Okay, here's $1,000. Bam. And then she's like, "Do you guys want a beer?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take a beer." And so we sat there, and she's just showing us around. She's like, "Yeah, I bought this place. I'm from Estonia, and I don't know if you know." And I was like, "Yeah, Estonia. Yeah. You're up in the Baltics, right? It's like Latvia, Lithuania." So she goes, "You're the first American I know who knows this." Again, this chick's a solid, probably 9 out of 10.
I'm telling you, those gals are foxy.
Oh, solid 9, right? And she's like strong. She's like whatever, and fucking awesome. And I'm sitting there, and my buddy's like, "Would it be unprofessional to ask her out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it would be. So don't do that." Because I was dating this bitch at the time that was just fucking. She was a horrible, horrible piece of shit. But I'm like, "Yeah, it'd be unprofessional, so don't do that." But she was amazing. She's like, here's a beer. Yeah, I got this. This what I'm planning on doing in here is, just fucking awesome, hot as fuck. And that was one of the perks of doing that job. As we were just sitting there, just sore as shit, we couldn't feel our arms, our legs. We're like, ouch, this is gonna hurt in the morning. But that was fun.
Yeah, it was. Well, listen, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but I got chores to do still for the.
But it ain't been real fun.
Yeah,
that's how you end that. It's been real. It's been fun. It ain't been real fun.
Yeah, it has. I've enjoyed it. Yeah.
He's not in the military anymore.
Listen, I'm really proud of y'all. Y'all did a super job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it was an awesome stream.
So,
yep.
And I think we should be getting some vibes out of it. But
yeah, I agree.
It gives people food for thought, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Yep.
So, okay.
So
I'm gonna say howdy.
John.
See you later. Okay.
Take
later.
Care.
All right.
Take
Bye.
Care.
Bye.
Bye.
I just enjoyed watching him boomer the fuck out of that iPad.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
It was good.
Constant, yeah. We'll just talk shit about him for a bit because
talk mad shit. Of course, as is tradition.
It was funny as shit though, like fucking the thumb constantly on there. But
I loved it when he had the freaking phone like this. You could only see like part of a nostril and an eyeball. Oh my gosh!
No, that was a fucking
love that goofy bastard.
Yeah. Oh, he's He's awesome, and it was so awesome. Like when we were down there, when we got into like the weeds and everything, like it's like literally talking to somebody younger than us and like our age,
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's kind of like what is it when you talk to people from like high school, right? And you haven't seen them for like 20 years, like you feel like you're back in high school, right?
Oh yeah, you're right there.
When talking to like military members, like brings him back to like the time that he was in the military.
Yeah, and not necessarily in a bad way, that I got, and that what he's told me since then, but yeah, it was really cool. I mean, he thinks he's older than he is. That's the thing. It's like he's like, oh, I'm an old dude. No, you're not. You still got plenty of time left.
I mean, he's kind of right though in the way that the amount of shit that he has seen, right? Like that's like 2 times.
Dude, here's the thing.
lifetimes worth
Here's
of
the thing.
shit.
If he was gonna be killed or die, it would already happened. That
Oh.
guy's gonna live. He's gonna live a long time. Like the amount of shit that the amount of times he's almost been killed or should have died, if you want to look at it that way. Nah, he's gonna stick on forever. He can annoy us into his hundreds.
True. It's not wrong.
No,
One of
Don's
us
an
will
awesome
probably
guy.
die before him.
Probably.
It's the only
to
thing
be
that can
honest.
plan. I mean,
But no, he's a great guy, and it was a really cool thing to be able to go down there and do that, because again, we didn't know what the fuck to expect. Neither did Don, and then
no,
we went down there and we just started talking.
Yeah,
and
was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. And his wife Deb is amazing too. Potato
think
salad,
it's-
fucking
yeah.
bomb.
I think what's interesting about it is that there's just like certain feelings when you're in austere locations like that like other people that have been in that have experienced. Like for instance, right? So when I was deployed, like there were the tensions with Iran and all that shit were popping off, and so I'm like, if it happens, I just want the missile to fucking hit right where I'm at, so I'm just dead immediately. I don't want to die, but like if it happens, like
if it's gonna happen, just want it to be done.
Exactly, right? And like you tell other military members that have deployed into like austere locations like that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've experienced that." Like for sure. I think you tell civilians, and they're like,
definitely said that. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
fucked up. Like you need help. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So.
Not well, maybe eventually, but like it's that's always awesome, doing that.
Cathartic.
But, yeah, it was cool because I mean, again, he's 78. We're in our early 30s.
Yeah.
But it's the be able to relate to experiences and shit. And also, here's the thing, a little spoiler alert. A lot of the podcast is not all military shit. It's just about life in general and how you think about life.
That's why it's a conversation, not an interrogation.
Yep. And it's very cool. So I appreciate everybody who watched that. The premiere and everything. And it was a hell of an experience. And Don told me today, he's like, we could have probably gone for 10, 12 more hours. And I was like, yeah, probably could have.
How many hours did we totally get? 13, 15?
It
was a lot.
Around 13, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And like
need a new camera though. That's the big thing.
For sure.
Like a new camera.
And the $10 in the super chat earlier that does actually help with that.
It definitely does.
And so shit like that. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking awesome, and I'm glad that Dom was on for the premiere.
Yeah.
Even though it was quiet, because I know why it was quiet. It's not a bad thing. It's just people were actively listening and holy fuck, wow.
Yeah.
Because if I'm really listening to something, I'm not going to post a comment.
Right. Because you're trying to take everything in and completely.
Right. And it's just you're just going, what the fuck is going on? So, yeah, it was awesome. For all you who did post comments, awesome as well. Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, this is.
If you got any questions, you can ask them now too.
Yeah, this is it's fucking mirrored. Really? Let's point this way.
The fuck? No, that looked retarded.
It is mirrored. So
yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, It's fucking insane that you and I have been friends since like fucking middle school.
It's a little weird. It's coming up like
We're just old fucks now.
25 years now. Yeah.
No, don't say
Old
it
and
that way.
decrepit.
Don't say it that way. Jesus, Proust. It is. Oh my. It's actually more than 25. Okay, we'll just go with 25.
Right. Makes you feel a little bit better.
A little bit. My God, you're right though. Like, ugh, we're getting to be old fucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, Devin, I think he. Devin, what's your ETA when you're done with your goddamn treadmill run? Hey, Chris at least went for a rear run today.
Yeah. Fucked my leg up really bad. Had to go to the physiologist.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, there's like something really wrong with like my lower calf head, where it's like completely out of balance. So it's like fucking up my foot. So yeah. It's okay. My physiologist is also a chiropractor, so like she'll like fucking get everything going. But she showed me some good exercises to help strengthen everything.
That still sucks. You can't. How far did you make it today?
400 meters.
That's it?
Yeah, because I had to turn around. So like I went out for like
Oof.
200, and yeah, it was bad.
That's not okay. Yeah. Fucking.
It's always something. Whatever.
It's always something, yeah. And because here's the thing: is you've been running since we met, basically. You've been a runner.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I want to get back. And I've suffered from like injuries since like the senior of high school. And like one of them took me out from like being able to walk for about a month and a half. So, but I found like a really good my physiologist. She's like phenomenal.
Yeah.
So she's been helping me a lot. So just something to. Every time we fix something, there's something new that like kind of pops up that like was out of balance, that was being overshadowed. So in time.
Yeah, you're getting old.
Yeah. It definitely does suck.
It's funny because like we're in the age of like people in high school and shit look at us as like we're old, right?
Yeah.
Then older people look at us like we're fucking children.
Yeah. Well, like
right?
I'm looking at like high school, like I see high schoolers, I'm like, the fuck? Like you look like a child. Like
right. That's all these fucking all these fucking people who comment on like military pictures from like the First World War, any conflict. They're just children. I'm like, have you seen a fucking 18-year-old recently? They look like children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's the reality is like, yeah, when I was in Iraq, I was 18. I looked like a fucking child.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it, because I was a child. I was 18, right? Legally, I was an adult. I could, buy tobacco products. Couldn't drink legally, which is weird.
You can kill someone, but you can't drink. Seems a little fucked up.
Right? No, but no, it seems like nobody gave a shit about that when we got back.
Well,
just like,
we also are from the drinking state that has what I think every single county is excessive drinking.
Yeah, and there's
like top counties in the United States for excessive drinking.
A fucking a DWI here is, or no, it's OWI here.
It's a rite of
operating
passage.
while intoxicated it's also not a criminal offense.
Is it a
Your
misdemeanor?
first one's a traffic offense in Wisconsin.
Shit. All right.
Yeah, it's a traffic offense. You get booked and released and everything, but
Right.
like somebody has to come get you and like bring you home. But like, it's a traffic offense.
Oh, Wisconsin, land of cheese eating land whales.
Oh, fuck off! You grew up fucking a few miles away from this bitch, so
true. Holy fuck! You know how you guys called me Mud Duck for my entire fucking life?
Oh yeah.
That is now my call sign.
Mud Duck from the butt fuck. Woo!
Yep. That is Space Force has started calling me Mud Duck now. It is now my
good.
Call sign.
It should be. Your fucking call sign should be
that.
Mud Duck forever.
It is.
It should be. Yeah, like I literally have no problems with that. If you are bitching about it, whatever. But no, it's.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, you went off on a tangent. I was completely confused.
I did not go off on a fucking tangent.
There was some.
I was saying you fucking deserve every bit of that call sign.
Oh, that's fair. It's like Batman. Just own what you hate, right?
That was fucking hilarious though, because it was like there was you and like 2 other kids from Minnesota that like went to school.
Yeah, so there was 2 in our grade. It was me and Yoakum. Lexi.
Amazing ass cunt.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, she was like, she was not having a good time. So
That's fair.
But but she definitely had an amazing ass the whole time. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, definitely was not pleasant to be around. I haven't seen her since we were in high school, but like, yeah. Hi, Devin. Nobody gives a fuck that you're wearing your fucking Portuguese fucking P64 or M64 shirt.
Damn, just to like come in like that and get roasted. Now you know how my entire life with Mike is.
Oh, I'm fucking
that's
dude.
all I get.
I'm fucking feisty. I was trolling fucking scammers earlier.
I heard. If I wasn't so busy doing shit productively, I probably would have joined in.
Nice little backhanded fucking mud duck comment. Yeah. Yeah, you are a fucking. Here's the thing, Chris.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian,
I know,
Minnesotan, right?
Yeah.
He's got the same kind of backhanded like fucking. Well, if I wasn't busy doing, productive shit, and like the kind of like snide fucking comments,
Because we're better than Wisconsin, like easy.
See?
I mean, it's not even that hard to be.
Yeah. Wisconsin.
You don't even have a professional hockey team. You can't even call yourself a fucking state. Even Utah. Fucking Utah and the Mormons.
Okay, fuck off. First of all, fuck off. You're correct. Okay, you're correct. Why the fuck don't we have a hockey team?
You guys technically
did
do.
for a
You have
while.
the Milwaukee Admirals, which I believe is the affiliate for the Predators.
Yeah, no. We don't compete. Yeah, let me tell you something about, the competition of hockey, the hockey league, the NHL. Wisconsin doesn't have an NHL team.
They do not. That is correct.
Yeah.
Well, just get the guy who owns the fucking Packers to buy a hockey team and start one up so we could make even more money.
Oh, here's a cool fucking fact. Hey, Devin, who owns the fucking Packers?
I don't know. I don't watch sports.
Right, there you go.
Those
fucking people
are shareholders. God, shove it up your bloated fucking land whale cheese eating.
I don't
fucker.
give a flying fuck
Yeah.
about fucking sports
That's it.
teams.
You know what?
What
China's getting nuked. Russia's getting nuked. Fucking Wisconsin. Nuke those fuckers.
I keep telling him Canada's just waiting for the next ice age so we could skate across the Great Lakes and take all your cheese.
Actually, you have to go down to, I think it's Kentucky has the Great Caves of Cheese.
I thought that was in
that?
Illinois or whatever.
Is
or
it?
Arkansas or
government
wherever
cheese.
it was.
No,
or
it's Fort
Missouri.
Knox.
Springfield,
Fort Knox.
Missouri. I thought that's
Hey.
where the cheese caves were.
Oh,
And that's
shit,
where
it
the
is.
Simpsons are from.
Springfield. We've been there, Devin.
Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. I thought that's where all the cheese was.
Yeah, good old
Actually,
Missouri.
Yeah. What?
Missouri. That's the only
You
thing
love
that Missouri. No.
Yeah,
fuck.
Missouri.
Who fucking likes Missouri? It's a fucking miserable place.
I mean, at least it's not Wisconsin.
At least it's not fucking Mississippi. Fucking.
Ooh, yeah, that's
oh
true.
God.
I think we can all agree as fucking wherever the fuck we came from, Mississippi fucking sucks.
It's probably the worst state, not gonna lie.
it is.
Alabama's a close second. Arkansas, maybe also a close second.
Alabama's the
Mississippi-
only redeeming thing about Alabama is Huntsville. And the reason why is because that's where all the fucking rocket scientists are. That is the
Mhm.
only reason.
Oh, fuck off, you fucking nerd piece of shit.
It's true. That's
Okay.
where like all the big
Yeah,
rocket
no,
It's
no,
even called
no,
Rocket City,
people are.
USA.
I know. We just talked about this yesterday. I still.
Oh, that's right.
We did. Yeah, we did fucking.
Do you want to? Do you want me to
Without
make
them,
Devin
we
really
would have
angry,
the
just like how I
ability
made
to
you
set
angry?
the air on fire on the other side of the world.
Okay, yes, make Devin angry. Yes.
All right, Devin. Question for you.
Answer.
What country has the longest border with France?
Ooh. I'm pretty sure it's that one that's in South America.
Fuck,
Oh,
dude,
fuck
dude.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that
you.
to fucking Mike
Fuck
yesterday. He got
you
so pissed.
all.
What is it? It's
Fuck
French
you.
Guiana borders what?
Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're technically EU citizens. He got
It's not
so fucking
France.
angry.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
France.
It's like fucking Hawaii. They're still citizens.
Yeah, there's 2 islands off the coast of Canada that are owned by France that are
Oh, shut the fuck up with your
they're
calm
French.
goddamn fucking shit. Your fucking tone. Your snide fucking.
Why do we put up with him?
I don't know. I knew where French Guiana was, and that was the longest border with France. So
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where the European Space Agency is.
It's okay. Here we go, penis. Chris,
Which
you
penis?
tried to piss. I just said Chris. Is that not your name? Devin, Chris, do they sound similar at all?
You said
no.
Here you go, penis.
Chris.
Which
to be
penis?
fair, you
And
call
then you said
everybody
Chris.
penis. So I mean,
See, this is that Wisconsin education just showing itself.
checks out.
You were educated in Wisconsin, you fuck.
Never
Yeah,
said I
but
was
he-
educated. Now did I?
He was smart enough to leave, though. So I mean, that sets him a cut above.
Oh, was he?
No.
He was never here. He's a
True.
fucking mud duck from the
Why
butt
not the
fuck.
fucking worst of both worlds? All of it was Wisconsin. I didn't even fucking live there.
Fucking Christ. Okay.
I kind of like this. Now Mike gets it back for once.
Oh, I get it back for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting those back shots.
I got nailed by. I fucking mowed the lawn the other day. I got nailed by a lot of rocks. Let's just put it that way.
I bet.
I got fucking flack in the face.
Happens.
That's one of them.
Ooh.
I also got the lip. I got right in the fucking lip. And it was
At least
fat.
you didn't lose a tooth over it.
I almost did. Like I was like, fuck.
Yep.
I had my glasses on and everything, but like, oof. I hit a fucking gopher hill, and there were a lot more rocks than I thought, and it was right by the house.
Yep.
And it just went boom right in my fucking face, and I'm like, God damn it.
Comes off that vinyl siding, which is
Yep.
a lot springier than everyone thinks.
Oh yeah, yep. And it wasn't great, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna show you, fuck you, and I ramped the fucking whatever. It's not good.
For sure. Took my mower out the other day. Ran great for the first time, but my property sits a little higher than the stuff around me, so there's low spots all around the edges of the property. So I get down there to mow, and the dandelions and shit were because my yard's all weeds. Since we've owned the house, it's been all weeds. It's all dandelions. I hit dandelions that were so tall and so thick, it choked the mower to the point where it killed it.
Fucking A.
Oof.
That's impressive.
I was like, holy fuck. And granted, it's a push behind mower, but it's like a 7 horsepower Briggs and Stratton mower on a little like 21-inch deck. And fucking choked that thing right to death. I got like 2 feet into it and it would poof, smoking and everything. I was like, holy fuck. So,
yeah, it's been. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get out there with the hand scythe and fucking probably take it down some pegs before I could go over it with the mower. So
yeah, well, the thing is, like, I mowed the lawn and then all of a sudden it rained, and then it's like back up to where it was before, and I'm like, lovely.
Fair. Well, I was trying to just cut the grass because I bought all those cinder blocks. I'm probably gonna buy another pallet here in a week because I'm building all those raised garden beds. Got the first one all put in and leveled and stacked so that way it can settle for a bit before I pour concrete in it. And I'm gonna do the other 2 probably next week.
Nice.
Yeah, get those all in, get them all permanent stuff. I mean, I thought for what people are like, raised garden beds are so expensive to put in. I have to buy all these like 4x4s and this corrugated metal. I'm like, the Home Depot delivered me a pallet of 90 cinder blocks for like $250.
Yep.
So, I'll go
How
buy 10
expensive is
bags.
a fucking 4x4 right now?
Well, it depends on if you want a good 4x4 or not. There's different.
I'm gonna go rock a piss.
Bye.
But lumber's just asininely expensive right now still, so.
I'm loading it up.
Yeah, so it's like So I figured cinder blocks was the way to go, and then I don't have to worry about the wood rotting out or whatever. And then we always have that thing where if you use the steel gets so hot from the sunshine if it's in direct heat that it'll actually start to evaporate water out of your soil.
Yeah, so it doesn't like fucking. It sounds like it would fuck up your stuff. Why do you need the metal?
That's everyone likes it because it's cheap and it's easy to work with, supposedly. But I'm like, I made them out of fucking 8x8x16 cinder blocks.
So like you have the metal inside the 4x4s.
So they use the 4x4s as like a frame for this corrugated metal, and then they fill it with dirt.
Fuck, just put the 4x4s down if it's pressure treated, right? Because it shouldn't rot, and you just fucking throw the dirt in there.
Just how they do it. They do it with the metal because it saves money. Apparently, that's the way everyone I've seen does it. They do 4x4s, and they do corrugated steel, or they do like pallets. They'll break pallets up,
unintentionally creating a death ray.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm just gonna buy cinder blocks. Shit's gonna be permanent.
Yeah.
Never have to worry about it again. So, and then it actually just raised the property value. Once they're in, the property value is going to go up because everyone wants that shit nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I want one, to be honest. I want to put some in the backyard.
Get pallet cinder blocks.
Home Depot will deliver it. Part of my property, if my name isn't Devin.
He's been like on this Jesse Ventura kick for like fucking.
I know, right?
Dude, I did it earlier on fucking like the scam calls.
Oh my gosh.
I did that for a couple of them, and then they bought it for a while. The longest I got today was 9 minutes.
Are you just trying to like channel your inner Kitaboga?
No, I'm not. I'm not as good as him whatsoever.
No, that's why I said channeling your inner one.
No, but like I fucking hate scammers. I fucking hate them. And the longer I'm on the phone with them,
the less they're fucking someone else over.
Exactly.
Yeah. The fuck was that? Oh, it's Vladimir.
Shit.
Fucking cat.
But yeah, it was fucking awesome earlier. Like I was like, I told all the guys on Discord, I'm like, just mute yourselves so I don't fucking hear you laughing because it'll make me laugh. And I was like, yeah, so the scams weren't even good. Like, my God, like fucking hello. Okay, so can you give me your credit card information that you use? They didn't even ask me my fucking name, anything, account info. I was like, well, let me just ask you something there. How do you know what my credit card information is if you don't have my name? And they're like, oh, sir, what is your name? And I'm like, Jesse. And they're like, what is your last name? Well, no. I said Johnson, right?
Yeah.
I was
like they know who Jesse Ventura is.
And so he fucking like goes, your information is not popping up on whatever. What is your middle name? I said, yeah, I don't know if I ever had to give the credit card company my middle name, but why do you need it? And then all of a sudden it was just boop, disconnect, done. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay.
There was a good one a while back where something was wrong with your car, and so you had to like pay money.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like fuel, like gas or something. And then the person goes, "Oh yeah, I own a Tesla." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's one of the biggest offenders." And it's like, "Are you fucking retarded? Like, what are you doing? If you're gonna scam, at least try to scam well."
Dude, and they literally
because
like
people are dumb. Have you ever seen that thing where there's the one prank guy and he pretended to be homeless and he went up to a Tesla that was being charged and he brought his own tube and his little gas thing, and it's like he was siphoning gas out of this Tesla, and the guy who owns it fucking running over to it because he sees the guy siphoning gas out of the back of the Tesla.
Out of a Tesla?
Yeah, that was the funny joke about it. Like the cops were called and everything, and the cops show up and the guy's like talking to him. And they're like, this guy says that you were siphoning gas out of his Tesla. And he's like, well, how can I do that? It's an electric car.
Yeah. So we have more money.
Why would you waste your time doing that? Unless you're making a video.
It's a joke. It was for fun.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but no, today I called a bunch of scammers and the
Oh, so you sought out to do this.
I got a scam call earlier, and I thought it was from somebody who I was doing business with in a certain part of the country.
Got it.
Right? I got it, and I'm like, I just said,
oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And I went, yeah, so do you know what the definition of Ben Chod is? Huh? I'm sorry, sir? How about mother chode?
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. Blah, blah, blah. I said, terimaki chode, fuck off. And then, no, I didn't say fuck off. I said, oh, okay, so just tell me where you're calling from. Calcutta or Hyderabad? Beep. Done. Immediately. And I was like, you know what? Fuck these guys. I'm going to go on a fucking tirade today. And I did for a while. I trolled these fuckers. It was on my Discord. Like people were on there and listening in, and they all had themselves muted because I was going to be laughing. I went on. I got this one chick. I got her for like around 10 minutes, and then she figured it out. And her boss came on and called me like a mother chode or Micah chode or whatever, and then fucking hung up the phone. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you see your boss is listening in. Weird.
Nice.
And no, I wasted their time so much today. And yes, it's wasting my time. But here's the thing is I already did my work.
Did you enjoy it though?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Then it's not
100%.
wasting time.
No.
Enjoyed time is not wasted time now, is it?
And I kept calling these certain numbers because I could tell it was like there was one. Oh my God. There was one where I called this number because I have to know what scam they're running, right? So I can play into it. And so I called this number, and this woman answers, Indian woman, of course. And I was
Did you just assume their race? They could have been Pakistani.
They're definitely Indian.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
You're not fucking with anybody except yourself.
True.
That checks out.
Anywho, so I'm sitting there talking to this chick, and all of a sudden a baby starts screaming in the background. Like you can tell they're in like a small house, right? And I was like,
she didn't even get upgraded to the big leagues to the call center.
No,
like,
she's not a call center. No. Yeah, she's not.
There probably is some fucking like underground fucking like scam league over there, and like you fucking get.
She's in a 4x4 and corrugated metal hut.
You kick up 20%, and then you can take whatever the fuck else you want. Yeah,
she's not getting her race beds this week.
And so I was like, I'm not going to do the voices that I do when I call. Because I don't have a fucking modulator, but I can do voices, as both you in person know I can.
Yep.
It wasn't the Jesse voice. It was not the Jesse voice.
This is just this is how you get your channel canceled.
How do I get my channel canceled?
By doing those voices.
That's my favorite voice is doing porn star Mike, the gay porn star.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We'll just move past
that. Yeah, we'll just.
It's just like a fucking.
Anyway, so I asked her. I said, why do you have a baby in the background if you're working at tech support? Boom. Call done. Call them back. Same fucking spiel, reading off the fucking script. Same thing with the baby, and I did a different voice, and then it was like, why do you have a baby in the background? Boom. And then, like, I could hear her yelling.
Caller ID? I thought that was pretty common now.
I have ways around caller ID.
Yeah, there's ways to trace or change the number you're calling from pretty easily.
I kind of want to do it again. It's so fucking fun. Just to waste their goddamn time. Like,
you should just do those videos and throw them on Patreon.
I mean, that's
be like Mike after. Just call it Mike After Dark.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should do some of that.
It's not wrong.
So okay, we'll conclude the stream. Thanks everybody for watching. The stream with Don and Chris and I initially. Fucking awesome. There's a lot more to come. And then thanks for watching this.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into our Discord now, my Discord, and have some fun with some scammers who we're gonna fuck with relentlessly.
Yeah.
All right.